Hey guys, welcome to Macintosh Weekly, and today in this video, I'm going to show how to configure a dual boot of macOS Sequoia and Windows 11 on an unsupported Mac without Boot Camp. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And now let's begin. For this tutorial, I'll be using the Apple's Mac Mini, late 2014 model, with macOS Sequoia installed on it using OCLP. To install macOS Sequoia on an unsupported Mac, follow the guide from I button, and at the moment, let me tell you that neither this Mac Mini nor any other Apple computer supports Windows 11 installation natively. This is the easiest possible way to install Windows 11 on an unsupported Intel Mac, with no ISO modification, no ISO conversion, and also no more errors as it shows after using Boot Camp. So, for installing Windows 11 on an unsupported Intel Mac, you'll need Windows 11 ISO, one USB with a minimum of 16 gigabytes, and a working internet connection for downloading the required files and drivers. All the download links will be under the video description. To download Windows, open the link provided and then scroll a bit down. Now from the drop-down, select Windows 11, then click on Download. Now after your request is validated, select your language, then click on Confirm. After your request is validated, click on 64-bit download and your download will begin. After the ISO is downloaded, close your browser. Now, you'll need to download the drivers required for your Mac on Windows. To download the drivers, open Boot Camp, and then from the menu bar, click on Actions, and then click on Download Windows Support Software. Save the driver wherever you want. After the driver is downloaded, quit Boot Camp. Now, open the disk utility, and here select the main drive instead of any partition, and then click on Partition. Now click on Plus to make a new partition of your drive. Allocate a partition according to your need, and to make a difference, make the sizes unequal. After that, click on Apply, then Partition, and wait for some time until partitioning is done. After the partitioning is done, plug your USB. After the USB appears, erase the USB with the following parameters. Now click on Done and close the disk utility. Now mount Windows 11 ISO and copy whole files and folders and paste it to your USB. Wait until the copy gets finished. After copying is done, and now you'll need to keep the downloaded Boot Camp driver in the USB. Copy the Windows Support folder from your download location and paste it to the USB. And now everything is done. Close all and eject all mounted image and USB as well. And now restart your Mac, and while restarting, press and hold the Option or Alt key on your keyboard. From here, select the EFI boot and press the Enter key to boot. Here you can see the Windows 11 installer booted directly, but if you get any security error, to fix this, click on Restart, and while restarting, press and hold Option or Alt key on your keyboard. Now, after getting this screen, press and hold the Command plus R key on your keyboard and wait until your Mac starts up from macOS recovery. If you're asked to select User you know the password for, select the user, click Next, and then enter their administrator password. When you enter the macOS recovery, click on Utilities from menu bar, and then select Startup Security Utility from the menu bar. When you're asked to authenticate, click Enter macOS password, then choose an administrator account and enter its password. Now here from the Startup Security Utility, in the Allowed Boot Media options, select the last option, Allow booting from external or removal media. And from the Secure Boot section, select the last option, No Security, after making the changes here. Close the Startup Security Utility and restart your Mac. And while restarting, press and hold the Option or Alt key on your keyboard. And now you'll be able to boot your Mac from external media. From here, select the EFI boot and press the Enter key to boot. Now, after reaching the Windows 11 installer screen, proceed with the installer. After getting here, press Shift plus the F10 key on your keyboard to launch the command prompt. Now in the command prompt window, type regedit and hit Enter to launch the registry editor. Here, navigate to the following path. Now create a new registry key on your setup and name it lab config to create a registry key. Right-click the right window pane and select New then Key. Then enter the key name. Now within lab config, create the following dword values and set each value data to 1 to create a new dword value. Right-click in the right window and select New dword 32-bit value. Then name the key, double-click to open it and set it to 1. After creating the values, close all, and then continue with the installer. Here, select the partition you created, and then click on Delete. Now select the unallocated partition and then click on Next. If you get this error, click on OK, and then select any other partition and click on Refresh. Now again select the unallocated partition, which roughly matches the size of the partition you created, and then click on Next. And now just click on Install. And as you can see, Windows 11 is being installed. And the Windows 11 setup screen is here. Set up your Windows 11 accordingly. When you're at this screen, try if you can connect to any network and proceed with the setup. Otherwise, press Shift plus F10 on your keyboard to invoke Command Prompt and execute the following command. Your system will restart. And now again proceed with the setup. And now you can see, finally, Windows 11 is here. Now you'll need to install the drivers. So open your USB, then open the Windows Support folder. Then open the Boot Camp folder and run the setup file and proceed with the installer. After the installation is done, click on Finish to finish the Boot Camp installation. After installing drivers and a successful restart, connect your device to a network and make sure to check for the latest updates from Windows Updates. Install all the updates and restart your Mac if necessary for installing the drivers. Now, after updating Windows, search for Apple's software update and open it. Now select all the listed updates and click on Install. Click on Yes to finish the update process. And now let me show you the Windows version specification, the necessary functions, and switching from Windows to Mac and from Mac to Windows. Also, this version of Windows 11 is a free version that restricts certain functions, such as changing the background and a few other settings. So you'll need to activate Windows before you can personalize your PC. Upon booting to macOS from Windows, you might stuck here. To get over it, just shut down your Mac using the power button, and after that, power it on, and press and hold Option or Alt key on your keyboard. After you get to this screen, select EFI Boot with OpenCore Legacy Patcher logo and press Ctrl-Enter key to set the default boot option. After you get to this screen, select your macOS volume, and then again press Ctrl-Enter key to set it as default boot drive. As of now, Windows 11 is successfully installed alongside macOS on an unsupported Mac. Switching between both OS also works perfectly. So that was it. Hope it was useful. Consider like for the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any question, just comment down below. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.